I'm here with Pat Travers, U.S. Director of Process Architecture at Arcadis DPS Group. Pat just presented just a few moments ago, harnessing the power of AI in cGMP manufacturing facility design here at PDA Annual Meeting during PDA Week 2024. So Pat, I want to thank you for joining On the Issue to talk to the readers of the PDA letter, and thank you for giving the presentation.
Yeah, thanks. No, I'm excited to be here. I thank you for having me. And like you said, I just got done speaking about artificial intelligence in cGMP manufacturing facility design. And I was able to touch on a whole bunch of points for facility design using the technology and basically gave a history about it and where we are right now and where we're going to go.
And how did you think the session go? It was a bit of a full house down there, right?
Great. Yeah, a lot of people there, a lot of follow-up questions, a lot of interest. A lot of people reaching out to me already, just saying, hey, I want to learn more about this. And it was great.
Good. Yeah, and I hope this video will also spread the word. AI is a hot topic. It's all over the agenda this year, and sustainability. So these are really great topics. And do you think AI, this is the question we all want to, this is on everyone's mind, across all industries. Do you think AI will cause people to lose their jobs?
So it's a great question, because that is the number one question people ask me all the time. When they heard I'm giving a presentation on artificial intelligence, their first question is like, is it going to take my job? Do I need to worry about that? Well, the answer is no, it's not going to take people's jobs. It will make some jobs obsolete. The technology, as it evolves, it's the nature of the beast. It's going to take some jobs and it's just going to make them obsolete. The thing is that people who embrace the technology and use the technology and realize the benefits it has will be better off. So there may be some jobs where people are using the technology, they'll be fine. But the same jobs where people are not going to use that technology, they may lose their jobs. It's just the nature of the beast.
And that makes a lot of sense, and I hope that's comforting to hear to most of the folks in the industry. And as industry moves forward and embraces the AI, what do you see as some of the challenges that need to be addressed before generative design tools can be effectively utilized for complex areas like labs and GMP clean rooms?
Yeah, good question. So design software we have now is good at, when we talk about generative design, it talks about us implementing some certain design criteria and it automatically creating designs. So it works well for office areas. Office areas it seems like every single building, they're pretty common. There's workspaces, there's chairs. So design software is very good about working with those type of spaces. When you get into life sciences, you're dealing with labs and complex clean rooms where processes change all the time. Everybody's got a different process. If everybody had the same process, they'd be making the same products.
That's
so, that specificity just requires some skills and expertise that the software doesn't have yet, and it won't have probably anytime soon. We're going to continue, though, to push the software to get us to that point.
Right, and as with anything, it is an evolving situation to implement a new system, especially something as comprehensive as AI. Are there any potential drawbacks or other kinds of challenges you might not have mentioned associated with implementing AI technologies in facility design?
Yeah, that's also a great question. I gave a lot of benefits during my presentation of using AI in life sciences and in design. But the drawbacks, there's some significant drawbacks that people need to be aware of. The first one I'll mention is energy consumption. So everybody's trying to implement AI technology, but the cost is, in terms of energy usage goes way up. And companies are trying to reach, some of them have net zero carbon goals that they want to reach by the year 2030. Right. So it's an interesting time where this technology is coming in, increasing the amount of energy people use, but at the same time, they're trying to decrease the amount of energy. That technology, although it will be more efficient, it will optimize engineering systems. It's something to be wary about, is the amount of energy it produces. Another thing is data management, data storage. Companies need to be aware that there's going to be a ton more data that they're going to be collecting, and privacy issues and trying to keep that secure is certainly going to be something they need to be aware of. Cost is going to be high for implementing new technologies such as artificial intelligence. They're upfront costs. Maybe down the line it's more efficient for them, but the upfront costs will be high. A couple other things I'll mention is employees and training. So with new technology, employees need to be aware about it and really understand what they need to do. So companies need to train, they need to hire, they need to push for more people to have the knowledge of artificial intelligence and GMP regulations. Yeah, so the industry is shifting, and I think there's a lot of benefits coming.
Well, with any technology, there are going to be these kinds of challenges, and mentioning the energy one is one you don't hear a lot. You hear a lot about AI in the news and on TV and commercials, but you don't hear this part about the energy consumption, and that reminds me a little of like when the cryptocurrencies came around, and that requires a lot of energy for that. So it's good to think about these things. And I know for our members, the culture aspect is going to be a big deal. Getting these people who are experienced with AI, but also know the GMPs, and keeping that culture that's of safety and quality, maintaining that's going to be really important to our group. Can you discuss some strategies that companies can employ to manage this shift, the cultural shift, when introducing these AI technologies for their GMP manufacturing facilities?
So yeah, it's very interesting point, because as these companies that have been around for a long time start implementing new technology in there, they're going to have to change the way they do some stuff. So SOPs will need to be changed. Everyday tasks will need to be changed. Jobs will be changed. And I mentioned before, training people. That's going to be super important going forward. And I think the industry needs to realize, because it's so new, there's going to be a whole new wave of younger people coming in with the technology and the knowledge to use it that they need to be aware of. They need to kind of harness that, the education, and those employees could be super valuable to companies.
Well, it is a really exciting time. I've been coming to PDA meetings for a long time, and just even a few years ago, we were not talking about artificial intelligence. So I think it's great they have folks here at this meeting like you to talk about it. And I thank you so much, Pat, for not only coming to support the PDA meeting by giving a good presentation, but coming and talking to the PDA members who can't be here. We can't have all our members here, but a lot of them do read the PDA letter and watch the On the Issue videos. So thank you so much.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, thank you. It was great. Thank you.